Hey y'all. It's literally 2 o'clock in the morning. I just got home from work as a pediatric nurse. It was a very rough night, and I'm still taking the time out before I go to bed to make this video. That's how important it is to me. The kids in Washington marching right now. Like it's a can of worms, and I've got some notes. So if you see me looking off to the side, that's what I'm doing because I want to stay on track and only address the specific things that I intend to address right now. And the thing about this video is that I was literally shit on today, and that wasn't the worst part of my day. I had to drop my son off at school this afternoon and leave him there for 2 hours for an evaluation. And that was the first time I'd ever left him with a stranger. That was the first time that I ever had to worry about bullies or kids not being nice to him. And that was the first time that I ever left him in a place where I did not 100% know that the person I was leaving him with would protect them and was able to protect them by any means necessary. And he did great. Like, walked into his classroom, kissed him bye before we got to the door so the little kids in this class wouldn't see. He did fine. Like, didn't even look back at me. And I didn't even make it halfway down the hall before I started bawling. And I was bawling because of all the emotions that I felt. Like, I was sad because I was leaving my kid for the first time, but I also felt like this enormous fear because of everything that's happened, and I didn't know if my kid was going to be safe. And I understand that y'all are children, so I'm going to be much nicer to you than I would an adult in your shoes. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you need to back off of my rights. What you are telling me is that my son and my daughter are not important enough to you for me to be able to protect. They're not important enough for schools to be able to protect because you want to disarm all the people who are willing to do that. Because the people who are able and willing to do that are not police officers who are 5 or 10 minutes away. They're the people at the school right now. There are teachers all across the country who have their carry permits, and they want to carry, and they want to protect my kids and your kids, and you if you are children. And you're telling them no, you don't think they should have guns at all. The funny thing about it is that you believe that criminals are going to be like, oh, nope, guns are against the law, so I'm just going to leave them alone. And I'm going to make an analogy for you. Okay, it's let's equate guns to cell phones. Your cell phone, cuz way more kids die texting and driving every single year than ever do in mass shootings, especially if you specify school shootings. So let's ban cell phones completely. That's going to stop texting and driving because they're not going to be there anymore, right? No, because kids are still going to get cell phones. People are still going to be able to get guns. Criminals, people who are willing to break the law, are still going to be able to get guns. And before you bring up Australia and Europe and all those places that have gun bans in place, look at their violent crime rate. Not their gun murders, their violent crime rate. Their rape, their assault, their murders by other means necessary because they don't have access to them, they have gone up. They haven't gone down. Like, gun control does not work. All you're doing is putting innocent people in harm's way. Millions of lives are saved every year because people like me choose to carry guns for our personal safety and protect ourselves with them. You are telling those people you're not important enough. And even in our own country, Columbine happened during the first assault weapons ban. So it doesn't work. It just does not work. That that's about all I'm going to say, minus one more thing. Guns don't have anything to do with school shootings other than being the tool that's being used. There are still attacks happening with knives. I saw something on Facebook the other day, like the acid attacks. Like it's just a tool. The thing that we need to focus on is fixing the problem that's causing these school shootings. And something that you can do as the kid marching in Washington is quit being a bully to your classmates. That bald-headed chick that got up there, I'm assuming she's chick, I don't know. We'll leave that alone. But the bald-headed one with the Cuban flag on her arm, like, she admitted to bullying the shooter in Florida. Like, there's a correlation between bullying and school shooters. So if you want to do something, stop bullying. Be nice to people. Just, it's as simple as that. If I can think of more tomorrow, whenever I have my thoughts more in order, I'll try to do another video then. But tonight, my message to you is just back off. I'm more important than what you're trying to do to me.